Hello! Today we will be playing the solo mode for Biome, a tableau builder for 1 to 4 players, launching on Kickstarter on February 20th. So let's get going. So in the box we have here the center board that has both a standard side and an advanced side. And for the solo mode, we will be playing with the advanced side. Now we have our player mats. We've got our player tokens, the sunlight for our plants, all the foods for the animals. We've got the insects here, leaves. We've got our rodents, got our fish, and probably one of my favorite components, we've got the fruit. Here we have our baby chicks and our baby rabbits, which will be placed in the nests in the springtime. Everyone starts a game of Biome with 3 cards in hand, a random pair of starting bird and tree. So I rolled the dice, got the number 4, and so I get to play these 2 in any spaces of my choice in the marsh, as long as they are orthogonally neighboring each other. I get 1 of each resource, and I have selected 2 random achievements for this game. So to begin, immediately we begin the game in fall. Migration will not trigger until the 2nd year. So I begin by drawing 2 cards. And then I can collect any 2 resources of my choice. So I will take 2 leaves. Now I get to play a card. So just kidding, I'm actually gonna take a leaf and a sunlight so that I can play the June grass. So now it's time to play a card. I return the 2 sunlight because this June grass costs 2, and then I'll play it into an available space in my prairie. As you play cards, you will immediately move up points on the point track, the number of points that each card is worth. So when I play the June grass, I get 3 points. Now comes the action phase. So I get to look at my available actions here and choose one to activate. I will start by collecting 2 insects and drawing 2 cards. So I'm going to activate my horned lark, draw 2 cards, collect 2 insects. And because I've activated the horned lark, I now will put a cube on the card to show that I activated that action. I can never take that action in the whole game again. So that means the main strategy in the game is which cards do you play and in which order do you activate the actions, because some will get a lot stronger later on in the game. So now that I completed the action, we go to the next season. So I don't have to reduce to 8 because I only have 5 cards, so I immediately draw 2 more cards from the deck. Ooh, 2 predators. Ooh. Okay, decisions. So I'm gonna collect a fruit and an insect. Now I'm gonna play a card. I will play the Sumatran striped rabbit for 2 leaves and a fruit. And so now I earn 2 points for having played the Sumatran striped rabbit. 1, 2, and I get a free sunlight for passing the sunlight bonus on the point track. Next, so the seasonal event. In winter, I cannot activate any reptiles. Luckily, I don't have any, so I don't have to worry about that right now. So for the action, so in the multiplayer, this would read, give a victory point to another player to play a prairie card up to 4 points for free. Because this is the solo mode, I just lose a victory point, and I will play the meerkat for free. And the meerkat is worth 3 points, so I get to move up 3 points on the point track, and I get this bonus. I get to draw a card. So then I place a cube on the card to show I took that action, and on to the next season. We will play through 3 years in this game, and essentially trying to get the highest point score possible in the game. So we're just gonna play through 3 years. There will be a little year track here, so you can mark with cubes. Okay, are you in year 1, 2, or 3? So I'll just use some yellow cubes to show that I'm in year 1 right now. So now we are in the springtime phase. So what will I do here? I begin by, I don't have 8 cards, so I draw 2 cards from the deck. Oh wow. Okay, so I would really like to get a jungle plant over here, not only for the botanist, but also so that my rabbit can make a nest and have babies. So I'm gonna collect 2 sunlight during the resource collection phase. And I think for the card play, I will play the I will discard some cards so that I can exchange them for resources. I will discard the lemur leaf frog and the gray fox. So since I just discarded 2 cards, I will take a sunlight so that for the play a card phase, I can play my cacao tree in the jungle for 4 sunlight. And that gives me 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I now reach this purple bonus here, which is play a card from your hand for 1 fewer resource. We'll play the Bluebird of Paradise. So instead of paying the full cost of 2 fruit and an insect, I can just play it for a fruit and an insect, for example. So I'll pay the fruit and an insect, and I earn immediately another 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So now comes the seasonal event phase. So in spring, we've got our nesting. So this bird will make a nest in this tree and have 4 chicks. And this rabbit, oh wow, we've got a lot of babies going on here. This rabbit will make a little burrow, but I'm gonna use this nest anyway because they're cute. It's gonna burrow at the base of this tree and have 6 little chicks, baby rabbits, I mean. And they just barely fit in this nest. And then this Bluebird of Paradise will also make a nest in this tree and have 2 chicks, which you can see the number here on the card is the number of chicks that bird will have in the spring. And now we continue to the action phase. So I'm about to have a lot of mouths to feed in the summer. Let's see if I can get some resources here to feed the babies. It's currently looking unlikely. Maybe my best move will be reveal 7 cards from the deck. If any are a jungle card, get 5 points. If none are, keep the cards. Because if none are jungle cards, then I can use those cards and exchange them for resources. So let's try that action. I will reveal 7 cards from the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just my luck. It's funny, I actually did not want the victory points. I wanted the cards because I can now feed 3 babies with these cards because I can exchange 2 cards for resource. Each baby gives me 2 points, 2, 4, 6 points. And obviously more cards to play in the future. Now I have a lot of cards that I'll need to discard down to. So took that action, place the cube. Now go to the next season. I do have to reduce to my hand limit of 8 cards. So I think I want to keep this. I will discard this. I will probably keep this. I'll probably discard this. May discard this. Actually, just kidding. I'm gonna keep this one because it's a marsh mammal so that I can work towards the mammologist. This could help me feed more babies potentially with this action. Okay, this would give me a lot of resources for animals in my prairie. They're both worth the same number of points. Okay, I'll keep the loggerhead shrike. We'll discard the American crow. And so how many cards am I keeping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll discard these 4 cards and exchange them for leaves so that I can feed my babies more foods. So we are now in the summer. I just reduced my hand limit to 8 cards. I gotta draw another 2 cards from the deck. And, ooh, okay, some interesting cards here. Let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, gonna collect some resources. I think I will collect 2 sunlight so that I can play this northern blue flag in my marsh for 2 sunlight. That is worth 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw another card. Ooh, play anytime. Perfect. That'll actually come in very useful. So it's this card I can play into any available space in my marsh or prairie to convert that space between the 2 habitats. So I could play it here and now my prairie, or I could play it here and now my prairie is larger. So I will play that because I have a lot of marsh cards. I know that a lot of prairie cards that I'm going to want to play. And so yeah, I just played this, got my 5 points. So now we are at the seasonal event phase. So first comes the predator phase. So I have 1 predator here, the meerkat. So I can move this up to show you my meerkat. So I will roll the dice to determine if my meerkat is successful. I'm playing against an imaginary opponent. And so in year 1, the rule is I need to roll a 3 or higher to successfully eat 2 babies. 3, that's a win. So that meerkat was successful, earn points. So now that I have taken my predator roll, I have the 1 predator played, now the opponent would get to activate a predator. So for every 2 nests you have in your biome, you're gonna pretend that your opponent has 1 predator. So I have 3 nests right now in my biome. So an opponent essentially try and eat some of my babies. They will look in the habitat with the fewest plants, which would be the jungle has only 1 plant, so they need to roll a 2 or higher to successfully eat some of my babies. 2 rats, that is unfortunately successful, so I lose 2 baby rabbits. And that is the predator phase. Now we go to the fledgling phase and get to feed our babies for additional victory points. So babies will eat 1 food that the mother animal eats. So these horned lark babies will eat either fruit or insects. These will also eat fruit or insects. And my rabbit babies here will eat leaves or fruit. So I have 2 leaves and 3 insects right now, so I could feed 5 babies off the top if I wanted to. But I'm thinking I should also discard some cards to feed some more babies. Let's see. Okay, I'll probably discard the salt marsh snake. This is tricky. Tricky. I will discard the prairie rose and the salt marsh snake for another resource. So I'll take a leaf so that I can feed 3 of my rabbit babies, and then these birds, I can feed 3 of them. So all the nests and chicks go away at the end of the season, or at the end of the seasonal event. I fed 6 babies, so I get to earn 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I passed another purple bonus, so I get to play a card in hand for 1 fewer resource. Since I only have 2 resources left, that is a pretty easy decision. I will play this stoat. I'll just pay the 1 rodent, and I earn immediately another 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Get a sunlight bonus, which is much needed. So I will scoot this up. Now comes the action phase. I will take the action of the northern blue flag. So give 2 points to other players to play a Marsh card with 6 points for free. I will play so I lose 2 points, 1, 2, but then I'm gonna play the muskrat here for free. I get 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I passed the sunlight bonus, I get it again, which is amazing. And what's even better is I now have completed my first achievement, which is the mammologist. So 2 mammals here, another mammal here, another mammal here. So I will place one of my player cubes, and because we are in the first 6 seasons of the game, I get the 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get to draw another card. And that is the action phase. I place a cube to show I took that action. And now we go to the next season. So I am approaching the fall seasonal event here, and I get to decide if I want to discard essentially migrate one of my animals out of my biome. And if I do so, I can draw 1 card. If that card happens to be an animal less than 4 points, that fits into an available space in my biome, I get to migrate that animal for free into one of the habitats. I'm not sure if I want to discard any of mine animals, so let's see when we get there. Okay, I'm gonna draw 2 cards. And, oh, the bison's not bad, not bad at all. Okay. So for resources, wow, this would eventually give me a lot of resources. For resources, I will take to sunlight. Okay, for my resources, I took 2 sunlight. Now I get to play a card. So I will play this mangrove tree for 3 sunlight. So I immediately earn 3 points, 1, 2, 3. And for the seasonal event, I think I will migrate this horned lark out of my prairie. So that gets discarded. Now I reveal 1 card. If it happens to be an animal worth 4 or fewer points that fits into my habitats, it sure does. I will play it right here so it can make another nest in this tree. And I earn 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. So now I get to play a card for 1 fewer. And all my cards are pretty expensive. I could play this one for free, but I don't really want to play this card. So let's see here. What could I do? What could I do? You know, I think I'm actually going to forfeit this play a card ability. If you choose not to play a card or take an action, you can draw 1 card instead. So I will do that. And Ooh. I believe I now also completed the ecologist achievement, which is if you've played 5 unique plants and 5 unique animals, I will get 10 points. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unique animals. So I earn that achievement. I get another 10 points. So 51 to 61, get another sunlight bonus. Okay, so that was the seasonal event for migration. Now comes the action phase. For my action, I will do the cacao tree action. So I will give 2 cards and a sunlight to other players, in this case discard them, to play a plant in my biome for free. So I will discard the 6-lined race runner and the, ooh, tricky. Which other card do I want to discard? I want to keep them all. I guess the brown bear will have to go. Okay, I'm gonna discard these 2 cards and a sunlight to play a plant card in my biome for free. I will play this Lapuna tree and immediately earn 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I draw a card. So that was the end of fall. Now we are in winter. So I do not have more than 8 cards. I immediately draw 2 cards from the deck. Ooh. Exciting stuff here that we've got going on. So now I will collect resources. Okay, I'll collect 2 sunlight to play the acai palm tree in my jungle. Move this back up. So because I actually just completed another achievement, which is the botanist. And that means, so I've played now 7 plants in my biome with at least 2 in each habitat. So because this is still the first 6 seasons, I also get the full 10 points for that achievement. So first I have to pay the cost for playing that palm tree. I earn 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, for the value of the card played, and then I move up 10 points for the achievement. So now 80 points, which is not bad for the first 6 seasons. Okay, so action time. So seasonal event, bromation, cannot activate any reptiles. I have decided not to play any reptiles so far this game. And action time, what do I want to do? I need to start collecting resources for my babies. So take this action of the Sumatran striped rabbit. If you have 3 mammals in your biome, which I do, I have 4 mammals, flip a coin. If heads, get 7 points. If tails, draw 2 cards and get 2 leaves. So I'm happy either way, getting 7 points or getting the leaves to feed some more babies. Here we have a coin. So in the game, this will be a custom made coin, but for now I'm just using a US penny. Let's go. This time I can do it. Heads, voila. Okay. I got 7 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I draw an extra card. Okay, so now we are in spring. I should have also added another cube to show we are in year 2. Reduce cards to 8. I am good. Draw 2 cards. collect 2 resources. I will collect 2 leaves, and then I will discard some cards to get additional resources. So I'm going to start with discarding these 2 for another leaf. And then I will discard these 2 for another leaf. So now and I have one more card here. Now I have enough resources to play my giraffe, which I've been wanting to play for a while. I have the 4 leaves that I need. Oops. Now I gotta play this Dauphin giraffe for 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now comes the seasonal event, babies. So I will distribute my chicks. This bird is gonna make another nest. It can choose between 3 trees. I'll just put it here. And my rabbit will have another 6 babies. And this bird will make a nest in this tree as well and have 3 babies. Now comes the action. So I'm very excited about this one. This will help me feed a lot of babies. Get 2 leaves and draw 1 card per tree in your biome. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 trees. It's 5 trees, holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can all tell that these are trees based on the tree symbol in the top left corner. So I get, wow, 10 leaves. That's amazing. That's, I think, a record. So 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I already know which ones I want to keep. I'm already gonna discard these 2 for an insect. Okay, cool. Lots of resources. Nice. Next season, so now that the action is complete, I have to put a cube on the card. And we are now drawing cards. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw another 2 cards. I will immediately discard these 2 for an insect. And actually, I think I will discard, instead of the insect, I'll take a sunlight. And now I get to play, I get to collect 2 resources. I will take, oh, this is so tricky. I think now I just have so many good jungle cards. I'm actually gonna convert this prairie space to a jungle space. So yeah, I'll take the 2 sunlight for sure. And which cards will I discard now? I think I will discard the bison and the jaguar for another sunlight. And so I will then pay the 4 sunlight costs during the play a card phase to play this Hot Lips plant into my jungle. Okay, we are now at this seasonal event. I still only have 1 predator. Because we are in year 2, we're gonna assume that this opponent has probably played more plants, therefore their babies are better protected. So I need to roll a 4 or higher to successfully hunt 2 of their babies. So that is a 4, lucky again. So I earn 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I still have 3 nests, so they will roll to try and eat some of my babies. So I have 4 plants in my jungle. So my jungle is very well protected here. But my prairie only has 2 plants. So they need to roll a 3 or higher to eat 2 of my prairie babies. They failed. They rolled a 2. My babies are safe. and live to see the fledgling phase. So the predator phase is over. Now we get to feed the babies for more points. So I have 3 leaves to feed these magpie babies. I have 6 leaves to feed these rabbit babies. And these little babies want insects or fruit. I will actually keep this last insect. So only 2 of my babies didn't make it, but I got to feed 9 babies. That's 18 points. In little babies, all these resources go away. So I get 18 points on the point track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I get a sunlight and a card. And we are now off to the action phase. Oh, I already took that action. So for the action phase, I will take the action of the Hot Lips plant. Get 3 victory points per plant in my jungle. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plants in my jungle, so I get 12 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna go back to the start, 11, 12. So as you can see, this action gets a lot stronger later on in the game once I have more plants in the jungle. So I place a cube on the card to show I took that action. I can never take the action again. And we are off to year 3, the final year in the game. So, okay, so we are now in fall. We get to draw 2 cards from the top of the deck. 1, 2, and collect resources. I think I will take 2 fruit. Play a card. I will play this sulfur crusted cockatoo in my jungle. So that costs 2 fruit and an insect, gets me 2 points. I will not collect the sunlight when I go around the second time. And so now we are at the seasonal event phase. I think I will migrate my little muskrat out of my marsh just because I don't think I'll be taking that action anytime soon, and then I have another space available in my marsh. Or would I rather have a jungle space? That is the question. I will stick with that decision. I draw a card. If it is a card worth an animal card worth 4 points or fewer, I would migrate it in. It is not, it gets discarded. Now we are at the action phase. So for the actions, I will take the action of my mangrove tree here. So lose a victory point to play a marsh card up to 4 points for free. So I will play my marsh marigold. And for 2 points, 1, 2. That's my action for fall. Now we go to the next season. I don't have any cards. Draw 2 cards. Collect 2 resources and play a card. I will collect 2 insects so I can play this loggerhead shrike. I will have to discard 2 other cards. So I'll discard these 2 cards for the rodent that I need to play this loggerhead shrike. So 2 insects and a rodent to play this bird here. Now, seasonal event, brumation, does not affect me. I get to take an action. So for the actions, I will take the sulfur crested cockatoo. I get a fruit per plant in my biome. So this is gonna give me a ton of fruit, which is awesome, so that I can feed lots of babies. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plants. So I get 9 fruit. Yay! That is super awesome. Okay, I place a cube on the card to show that I activated it. And now we go into the spring. So I only have 4 cards. Draw 2 more cards. Ooh. Okay. Wow, I only have 1 card space left, which is a Marsh card. So yeah, I think then I will, so I drew 2 cards, collect 2 resources. I'll take 2 fish. I will discard 2 cards that I can't play anyways for my 3rd fish. Oh, actually I already have 3. Then I'll just take an insect instead. So now I get to play, during the play a card phase, my black bear for 3 fish and a fruit. Played the black bear, earned 5 points. And now we get to the seasonal event. And you know the drill, nests and baby animals. So my rabbit will have another 6 babies. This bird will have another 2 babies. This bird will have 3 babies. And this bird will have 3 babies as well. So a lot of babies. Now we go to the action phase. Let's see, for my action, what do I want to do? Yes, I will get 2 insects or rodents and draw 1 card per animal in my prairie. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 animals in my prairie. I get insects and 4 cards. Ooh, also, since I have filled up my biome, I earned the last achievement. And however, because I only earned the achievement in the 11th season of the game, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, now we are in 11, I would get 4 points. But hey, I'll take those 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I place a cube on the card. I took that action. Now we go to the final season of the game. So I get to draw 2 cards, collect 2 resources. I will take the, what do I need? Okay, will these babies be fed? These 3 babies will be fed. These babies can all eat fruit. These babies can also eat fruit or insects, so I'll give them insects, and these babies can also eat. Nice. So at this point, I just need to figure out what action I could take that will maximize number of points. So at this point, I think discarding a combination of 5. Actually, no, this one will give me the most points. So I don't actually need resources. I'm kind of maxed out, which is great. So I will just skip on to the seasonal event phase. So now we are in the predator phase. I still need to roll a 4 or higher for my meerkat to be successful. 4, Woohoo! Get 4 points. Now I have 4 nests, so my pretend opponent will be rolling twice, and my Prairie has the fewest plants, so they need to roll a 3 or higher. That is a success, so they eat 2 chicks. Now they will roll again. 1, unsuccessful, so this little chick lives to see another day. Now we go to the fledgling phase, where I get to feed the babies. So I get to feed 1, 7, 9, 12 babies for 24 points. So all these babies go away. As do the resources. So 24 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And to finish off the game, I gotta take an action. So the final action of the game, I could look at 3 achievements and pick one to enter the game, but I will pass on that. I will be guaranteed these 9 points, 3 points for the plants in my marsh. So I'll take that action, get 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the game. My total point value, 125 plus 51, 176 points. So that was really good. I was really happy that I was able to kind of take advantage of these later game cards, which gave me a lot of food to feed all my babies. It's pretty rare that I have lots of resources left over and can feed all my babies, so that was great. And yeah, 176 points for the 3 years, 12 seasons. So I gotta take 12 actions in this game. Let's see if in the future I can beat that 176 point score. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And don't forget, Biome will be on Kickstarter on February 20th. So make sure not to miss out. Thanks so much for watching.